Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is AJ and I'm a fashion designer based in Edo State. In my channel, I film about fashion designing. I share fashion tips, fashion DIYs, what you need to know about your sewing machine. So this channel basically is for fashion designing. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for joining us again. And for my new subscribers, thank you, and welcome. So don't forget to like my videos, don't forget to comment, don't forget to share, and don't forget to subscribe to my videos. Let's dive into the video for today. So today I'll be sharing with you 5 tools every fashion designer needs to start with. One of the most important things you must consider before starting up a fashion designing business is to know the tools you'll be needing and the cost of them. So you need to know, what do I need to start with and what are the prices for these things I need to start with. Getting this basic equipment or these basic tools will help to make your work faster, to help to make it easier and also neater. No matter what your plans for your fashion business are, whether you want to start small or big, there are some equipment you must have. We can call this the must-haves for a fashion designing business. So the first one you'll be needing is your sewing machine. Your sewing machine, that's the first tool you must have. There are different types of sewing machine. We have the domestic sewing machine. This is the one. This is the one mostly used at home for hobby sewing. Hobby sewing, that's for people that like sewing. So basically, this sewing machine can't do so much. It can't sew some kind of fabrics, just for simple stitches. So that's the domestic sewing machine. We also have the manual or treadle sewing machine. I'm going to put up the picture up there. It's like the common sewing machine we know. We have the industrial sewing machine. I also put a picture up there. So you need to get one of these sewing machines. We have several others. There are computerized sewing machines. There are just so many, but these are like the three common ones we have. So you need to get one for yourself to start with. You need to get either an industrial sewing machine or a treadle sewing machine to start with. Now the next thing you'll be needing is your thread and needle. What is a sewing machine without a thread and a needle? Or what is sewing without thread and needles? So you need to get your thread and your needles. You need to invest in quality threads and the ones with variant colors. So you don't want to have just one particular color. You need to have different colors. Then also your needles. You need to know the type of needle your machine uses, whether it is size 18, size 16, whether it is DP or DB. These are one of the things you must ask the manufacturer or the seller when you're getting your sewing machine. You should ask whether it is a DP or a DB, or whether it uses size 18 needles or size 16 needles. So you also go for quality needles. So the next thing you'll be needing is scissors. Scissors is very important. Scissors is a must-have because you'll need to cut your fabrics. You'll need to cut your pattern paper. There are several things you need. You need to cut your thread, so you need scissors to start with. The next thing you'll be needing for your fashion designing business is your measuring tape, because you need to measure your clients. You need to measure fabrics. Basically, there are so many things you'll be measuring in this business, so you must afford to get a measuring tape. The next thing you'll be needing is iron. Iron helps to make your garments neat and beautiful, so you need to get an iron before starting up a business. Also, you'll be needing an ironing board. Now, ironing board is optional. If you're going into a large scale or you can afford it, you can get an ironing board. But if you can't, probably you're starting small, you can use the floor. You can use the floor, but just get quality clothes, quality materials that are thick and can do the job very well. Then with time, try to get an ironing board, because your back will actually tell you the story when ironing on the floor. Okay, so the next thing you'll be needing is a table. You need a large table in your shop. This one is this one is a must-have, but you see there are cases you can actually improvise. This is actually a must-have, but you can improvise. So you need a large table to cut your fabrics. You need a large table for that. So you don't want to be bending down to cut your fabrics. But if you can't afford to get a large table, you can use the floor for a start. The next thing you'll be needing is a chair. Now you should not get a low chair. Though depending on the size of your sewing machine will determine the kind of chair you need to get. If you're using a manual sewing machine, I don't think you need a low chair. You need to get a high one that is comfortable enough for you while sewing. So, depending on the type of sewing machine you have and the size, you will know the kind of chair or chairs to invest in. The last thing on my list that you'll be needing is a measurement book and other books. If you're starting small, you don't need a very cozy book. If you're starting small, you don't need a very expensive book. You can use your regular books. Um you can get regular exercise book to start with, and with time probably you invest in a bigger one. So it's very important to get a measurement book because that's where you're going to be writing down your client's measurements. Also, you need other books because you're going into a business. So you don't want to be putting all the financial records in your head. You need books to write down your financial records. We have come to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I hope you've learned one or two things. Please do like my videos, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, click the notification bell so that when next I upload a new video, you'll be the first to see it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.